Why doesn't Ferrari want your money? Why are they known as a one-car brand that's very difficult to work with? You could walk in with millions and walk out with nothing based on the decision of one person. Is the hype worth it? I don't know. In fact, recently their share price has dropped over 10% with the release of their all-electric car. Is the party over? In this video, I'm gonna go meet with Jordan, Ferrari's #1 customer, and I'm hoping he can share some insight on why Ferrari is so hard to deal with. Jordan's here to clear all the rumors to find out how you become Ferrari's #1 customer. And that is the FP3 Daytona. Wrapped for Gumball, but didn't go on Gumball. We'll explain that later.
Didn't make it.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, bro?
How are you?
Good, man.
I gotta go for a ride in this thing. I've never been in one. Look at the back for a second before we get in here. Look at the taillights in this thing. One large taillight, these fins, a lot of throwbacks to previous special cars, the Daytona. All the carbon, all the details. You were gonna bring this on Gumball, so you wrapped it to match the A12, so it'd be on brand for you.
Exactly.
And then we'll explain it later, but the car didn't make it after a bunch of logistics.
Yeah.
In fact, ours almost didn't make it too. Our car arrived 2 days before the rally. And Turkey was quite difficult. In fact, I have a video that is now off the channel because of Turkey, and I can't legally say why. One day I will once I have permissions from my lawyers, but there's a video missing from the channel thanks to Turkey. And we'll leave it at that for now before I end up in a Turkish prison, which I might already.
Yeah, so the Turkish.
I'm not going, put it this way, I ain't going back to Turkey.
Turkish jail had a good time. No.
Turkish jail is not a good time. I have to experience the Daytona. How do I get in? Oh, the windshield is very low right here.
Right, so I would just get in, I put my feet on the
No!
and then you slide down.
Oh my God.
That's the only way to do it.
Don't get my throat cut by the door here. I'm gonna sit on the seat. I'm gonna tuck my knee, bring it across.
Oh, and when you catch the front of your foot on that corner down there, it hurts like a son of a bitch.
We had one day on Gumball, we had the Roma, and then we had the 296, and Damon was so impressed with the 296, he got back and said, I'm buying one. As a result of that, Damon and I are both gonna get Ferraris, which is why I wanted to make this video today, to learn about Ferrari life. He wants to get a 296, and I'm gonna go back a little bit, and it's very different, but my two options right now, I have a huge update by the way on the 599s, I'll lead into this, stay tuned for that. A 4.5X, I love them.
Yep.
Or an 812 because of you.
Oh,
but they're very different.
Yeah. 812 is an amazing car.
In this video, you're gonna pull the curtain back on how is it you become the #1 Ferrari customer. In the meantime, it's a beautiful day. Let's go for a drive. To top off, two young guys.
The two young married guys with the rings on.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
You know, I buy these things to enjoy them. I buy these things because they're pieces of art that you can drive. I love cars, always have. The experience of going for a drive. If you can't sleep at night, let's go for a little boot around the city at freaking 1 in the morning or whatever, because this is a beautiful thing to do.
I concur. I mean, all the cars we have on the channel are mild out. I was at Lamborghini's museum, and in the museum they had the 1 in 50 Squadra Corsa. In the museum. And I was like, oh yeah, I got that car. It's got 90,000 kilometers on it.
Yeah.
They're like, pardon me? 777 kilometers.
Yes.
Here we are in Vancouver. Italian espresso.
Yeah.
Start this conversation about how to crack the code. Are we getting pulled over?
No. It's almost maybe.
Just run. They'll never find us. This is Gastown, and that is a steam clock.
World famous steam clock.
The world famous steam clock. A 6.5 liter V12?
Yep.
No hybrid assist?
No.
So this is all gas?
Just naturally aspirated a little bit.
If you don't mind me sharing it, what's the MSRP and what's it worth?
The MSRP is about $3 million US. It's a bit more than $3 million US is what I paid for it. And what is it worth now? I don't know. I got offered $10 million by some.
Holy!
$10 million before I even received it.
Dude, let's split it and get rich.
Well, that's the thing. I could crash this car, fix it, and still be up $2 or $3 million.
So that's why I'm gonna drive it on Gumball, because you're not gonna lose.
Then how can you lose something you're not gonna sell for one thing? But
you never saw this car?
I don't plan on it.
$100 million, you wouldn't sell it?
Yeah, I'd sell it. Back up the truck.
Speaking of GTI, was that your first car?
That was my buddy's. My buddy had one of those. He used to race around Stanley Park. Yeah, the love affair.
So right now we're gonna grab a coffee, head to Jordan's house, and we're gonna give you guys the 5 ways you can become Ferrari's top.
We can't do 5 ways. 5 ways. VidWiki already did that.
The 4 ways. The 4.5 things you have to become Ferrari's top customer. Right now on the Lionsgate Bridge, you own this bridge, hey?
You know, I'm part of it.
Part of it.
I'm a BC taxpayer.
This sounds really good, and obviously it has an exhaust on it. Now, we learned from...
It's
sound like this. They want to open it up. They're not allowed to. The EPA and all the rules is governed by the government, so Ferrari can't say, oh, let's straight pipe it. They can't. So try to refine it with using all the cal converters and all the...
Well, the shape of it, the whole bit, it's like a horn almost. It really is.
It sounds really good. And I love the V12, which is why I want to do an A12. So get the V12, the reliability of the A12, because you put it on like, what, 60,000 K on your A12, and
it drives amazing.
It drives amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a workhorse.
And Ferrari built these cars to be perfect. They don't want you to around. They want you to leave it.
Yeah, if they're going to charge their $200,000 for the same car with an engine tuned to them, then they're doing it.
I'll be doing that. Watch our channel think, oh, you're in Canada, it must be snowing all the time. Well, it's mid-October, we have a top down. Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket, but I don't really need it. It's pretty warm today.
No heated seats.
No heated seats in this bad boy.
$3 million just get heated seats today. Not today, son.
Well guys, fall is officially here and I like to celebrate by doing a nice little walk down the street. I'll be honest, it wasn't always like this. I used to drink water straight from the streets and or the toilet. Now some people like to decorate their homes for fall. Me, I decorate my kitchen with filtration power. I've been using it to make tea, coffee, and even hot cocoa. I'm the holidays guy now. And for those of us who care about the planet, or at least pretend to during the holidays, it re-mineralizes the water, adding calcium and magnesium, giving you that natural mineral spring taste right from the tap. And it doesn't stop there. It even has a smart faucet that tells you TDS levels, shows filter life, and lets you control water volume. So yes, my faucet is officially smarter than my phone. So this fall, whether you're fighting off colds or just trying to look like you drink more water than coffee, let Water Drop help you pretend to have your life together too. And if anyone asks, tell them you're a wellness influencer now. Before I had that, I had no purpose or value, not even a huge wool knit sweater. It wasn't included, just so we're clear. My grandma made this. A couple Italian coffees, and now it's time to ask Jordan some serious questions. What does it take to buy a Ferrari? What games do you have to play? And what are the things they don't tell you? It's more than just being a good customer and buying their cars. There's politics involved. For the first time, we're about to find out what those politics are. All right, Jordan, cut the shit. What's the problem?
So you want...
We're not in the US right now. We're not in LA right now.
Oh my God. Well, first, cut that. You don't do that in a Ferrari dealership either.
You don't do that. So what is the first step to becoming a Ferrari customer at the level you are?
First car was a used 458 Spider. It was like 3 months old, but it was not a new car.
You bought it from Ferrari?
I bought it from Ferrari. At the time the LaFerrari was coming out, I knew nothing about Ferraris. I knew nothing about the lines. I didn't know all the different models and all that kind of stuff at this point. I just knew I had a Ferrari. And but I said to him, this LaFerrari, how do I get one of those? And he said, well, they're all sold already. Do you want one of those cars? I said, yes. He said, well, there's a way to do it. So he started me working with the dealership. So the first step is put your hand up. Let them know you want to be a Ferrari collector. You want to be granted the right to buy these cars. Nominate yourself, that's how you do that. I've only bought 2 cars at non-MSRP. So my first car was the 458, which was used, a 458, just a Spider. But then he's like, you should buy this car. He had a 458 Speciale Aperta. He's like, this is a very special car. I didn't understand anything about this. It was limited, it was a $499 car, so they made that one in. You should buy this car and add this to your collection, because having this in your collection will really show Ferrari that you're serious, that you're gonna be investing in these cars. So I bought that car. Who did I buy it from? Ferrari.
Okay, so I want to clarify something.
Yeah.
If I go on Facebook Marketplace and buy a 458, is that starting me on the path with Ferrari?
No.
So you have to buy it from Ferrari. You can't buy it from a third party, private.
You could probably repair it if you started doing all your service, brought it and say, I bought this from Joe Exotic. Yeah, Joe Exotic bucket shop in Richmond. And so I bought this, so here's my car, and then started bringing the car and had them do a good once over on it. And they sort of bring it back into their system, sort of bring it home, as it were. So that would be sort of how you could manage that. It's all about money. It is the most clearly transactional relationship you can have with something that isn't picked up on the street at night. It's pay for play. I buy almost every model they put out. Now I can skip the occasional one, but not really.
You said you skip a car. How do you know if you can skip a car without losing your ranking?
You ask.
Oh, so it's a little, it's transparent like that.
No, my first car I got at MSRP was a 488 Spider. It was, so I bought that. So that was the first car I bought brand new, and I spec'd it out in a special color, did it all nice, and then I went and took it on Ferrari Rally in Florida. Then I met a lot of the Ferrari people. I had dinner with them. We drove with them. They see how you behave, what kind of a person you are.
So it is more than just buying the car.
You have to be an ambassador for the brand. You use the word emotion a lot when you go to the events when they release their cars. Emotion, emotion, emotion. You have to show that you have a passion for not just cars, for these cars. And that's why I'm not going to buy a Lamborghini. I think they're cool looking cars. They're not my favorite. There's a reason I didn't get one. I got a Ferrari instead. I'm in that camp. But probably get away with a Pagani or a Koenigsegg or something like that.
Because it's a hypercar, yeah.
Yeah.
But
if I started collecting other stuff, maybe yes and no. I mean, I only have so much money. that's a part of the problem too. To do this kind of stuff, and Ferrari's releasing cars so fast these days. It's sort of all I can handle. But buy everything else. I've got a 296 in my driveway right now. Amazing, amazing car. But I had to have that because to be eligible for the 296 Speciale, you have to have a 296. So
to summarize this for you guys right now, you got to buy the cars, you got to pay attention to what the dealer tells you. There's some cars that they're going to basically say, if you want to get, what you just said there, the 296 Confidentione, you need to buy a regular 296 first.
Yeah.
You couldn't skip the line on that. And it's so you know that.
Yeah. But one of the biggest things for me was just buying the cars, always including Ferrari and everything, never doing anything outside. Like when I put the Novatec exhaust on my 812 Ferrari, put it on.
So the dealership installed it.
My family owns a company that's in the oil and lube and tire business. Do I buy my Ferrari tires from a family-owned company? No, I buy it from Ferrari.
So you're servicing your cars at Ferrari?
Yeah, every bit of it.
Exclusively.
Now the good thing is they're all new cars. I don't buy the old ones, so everything's been under warranty for the most part. I mean, the 812 I keep extending the warranty because for God's sakes I have to with that thing. Part of the reason I think I did well in advancing to becoming a top client was because of Gumball. It really was. I had a really early 812, painted in a very unique color. Ferrari has insinuated to me that the way I brought green out with my car being so public has actually impacted their sales in the color green.
Really?
That's one of their design guys said, absolutely. When you started buying green, everyone started buying green. Now, it was also sort of the time for green. Maybe it was like a popular color in general, but they say before I bought my car, the color green was included in other colors when they did their sales reports. Now green has its own line, which I think is kind of neat. I got it out of the other colors jail.
When you get in the car, you can literally see all the suspension and the brakes in the back of the wheel. That's pretty cool. Those downshifts are deadly on this thing. Every once in a while you get the knock and the bang. Oh, pop on that one. Well, that was good. Oh, there's the 812.
There's the 812.
There she is, legend. And she's naked. I've never seen her naked before.
Yeah, she's really pretty when she's not got any clothes on.
Okay, to add a visual to Jordan's car collection and step one of just buying the cars, he's got a model for essentially every car you ever owned from Ferrari right here in front of me.
Give you models. Yeah.
So, starting off with the 458 Spider.
That's representing my Speciale, which I don't have the model for. These are both used cars.
First two you bought them from the dealer over MSRP.
I bought them for 700,000 Canadian.
Oof.
Was when I bought my Speciale, a Parrot Ford. It wasn't a Parrot, not a Spider. Then this was my first, the 488 Spider in blue splatters. This is the color with the gray interior. And then when I got this, which I took delivery of before the Gumball in 2018 from London to Tokyo, I took delivery of it in London, and I traded that in on this.
Okay, got it.
So as of this,
stepping stones.
So as of this car, I had two Ferraris. And then I bought a GTC 4 Lusso.
Do you still have that?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a great car for a time. And then I got my first limited, fully spec'd out car, which was my 488 Spider, which I wanted to look like a sunset. And then that was when I decided to start doing Corsa Pilota, which is a big part of it too. The racing league is big for Ferrari. Like if you want to get to being a top client, you're pretty much going to have to at least do all the classes and hopefully do a bit of racing.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So number one, buy the cars. Number two, be involved in the racing program at some level.
Yeah, some level. And you have to do your Corsa Pilota, which is the Ferrari racing school. Expensive as heck, 20, 30 grand US. Really worth it. They're amazing. And you go to amazing tracks and do the courses with Ferrari drivers and stuff. And so that teaches you how to properly handle these cars. I mean, I've got an IMSA license from that, which is, yeah, that's important for later as well. So then when I had all this stuff, the Monza SP2 came out. I was not on the list for the SP2. This was the big lucky occasion when I was awarded this thing. It was because they changed the tax regulations in British Columbia, especially, to be a lot more punishing for these kind of cars, but no one really knew how punishing. So the guys that could buy it were passing on it. Plus it wasn't drivable on the streets in North America. So people were like, I don't want one of those. They offered it to me. I said yes. And once again, it's by being there. When I got offered the thing, I was offered the pass, the key to the clubhouse, and I said yes. I bought the car. I went and inspected it out. Another thing you see on the cars that I have, they tend to be pretty elaborate specs. I don't have a model for my SF90. My SF90 I got next. Competizione Aperta, Staff's Roma Spider, my Daytona. What isn't shown here is I don't have the model for the Portofino, because I don't think they're making one. That's the life of my cars. I don't have a lot of these anymore. Like I don't have that one or that one or that one. So I trade them back into Ferrari so they get the sale.
People say if you sell a car, you lose your status, but if you sell it to them, you stay in the good books.
Yes and no. Like if I went and sold all of my cars and just had like Daytona and whatever else.
But you're also trading up, so you're bringing a car back to get another car.
Because this car, the way it's related to especially that picture, I paid 700,000 Canadian for this car back in 2016, 2017. When this car came, 1.3 million Canadian dollars, the price tag. And that's after taxes, after everything. You know, it all feeds into itself. Be part of the company. Like when we went to New York for the Ferrari Gala, that's what we were going for about 2 or 3 years ago. That's where Steph accidentally bought the $90,000 model, like the yellow model. That's
if you guys watched the last video, you've already seen this, but we'll do a really quick recap for you guys on this model. So how much did you pay for that model?
$90,000 US. So she's being on the real car. When the guy struck the gavel to say that she'd won this, she thought she bought a Competizione custom livery by Ferrari for 90,000 US in a room with all the big players of Ferrari. They're all there, like all the heavy owners and the collectors and stuff. So she had a joy for about 30 seconds. And then it hit her, and then it was tears. It was actually kind of sad. But it was one of those things where she's like, I'm like, the one thing it is, we went to the Ferrari Gala in New York, and we spent a bunch of money on something we didn't need for the
And Ferrari knows you bought this.
Yeah, they were sitting next to the CEO of Ferrari North America, so I hope so.
He's like, that's cool.
And yeah, that was part of the reason why you make sure you be involved, be engaged with the brand. Don't just be sitting there buying your cars, letting them sit in the garage. Drive them, enjoy them.
So let's say you want the F80.
Yeah.
Who decides? Is it the dealership in Vancouver or is it in Italy?
That was decided in Italy.
So they have like a committee and that will have basically, like, do you apply for it?
See, with a lot of the other cars, I was told the F80 was different because that was the one. I mean, if I go into my little box of goodies over here, like this came in the mail from Italy.
Well, this is exciting. Here. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so that was the thing. And of course, it's got the F80 thing. And this had with it a little letter, which is probably also in that box somewhere, that was talking about, you've been invited. I had to do a Zoom call with Ferrari North America, the chief marketing guy, and someone else. And then the guy that owned my dealership talked about my 812 a little bit and stuff like that. And then they let me know I was going to be allowed to buy one of these. The cars are awarded to people.
There is no set checklist. It is layers to it.
Yeah, and like with a lot of with the Competizione, with a lot of the general limited cars, Ferrari of Vancouver puts in a list of who they want them for.
Got it.
And then Ferrari gets the list, and then they make their decision.
And now when you get awarded the car, just so we're clear, you have to pay for the car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you get awarded your car, then you get a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, the NDA is to not tell people about the new car.
So
you knew about the new car before anybody else did?
Yes.
You deposit, is it a big deposit or a small deposit?
$500,000 US.
Jordan wants to try something first.
Those are driving suits. Those are all the car covers. There's the Competizione.
It's right there in his window.
These boxes are all full of all the stuff that comes with the cars.
Oh my god. Ferrari Monza SP2.
And there's multiple boxes for that one.
See right there, the image. That's crazy.
There's the hardcover roof.
Oh, you're kidding.
Well, because there's nowhere to store it on the car.
Oh, so you can't fit that in the front or anything?
No. That's why we had to travel with the canvas one.
Is this where you mine Bitcoin at night? Is that how you made your money?
Maybe I should have. Yeah, this is the thing. It's where I pretend to mine Bitcoin.
So what are your thoughts on, and this is controversial, and you can answer if you want to answer it, electric cars in the world of supercars?
For that, I would. I was lucky enough when I was about 13 years old to drive a monorail. The acceleration of every electric car still feels like I'm driving that monorail. So there's nothing sexy about a monorail.
That's a good answer.
And I said exactly the same thing when I was on a call with some heavies with Ferrari marketing, asking people about the electric car. I said the same thing to them. Will I buy it? I said, I'm not going to say I won't, but it's not going to be a huge priority for me because it doesn't have the same. I put it back on them. I said, this is a word of motion. I don't get it from the electric thing. Hybrid, 100%.
Yeah, I get the hybrid thing.
The hybrid thing is so amazing. It's such a good application of the technology. It's the best of both worlds. But all electric, I don't want to have to worry about whether my batteries are going to explode because I'm trying to drive faster on a track. That's counter to the brand promise, isn't it? It's supposed to explode because of something I did, not something they did.
That's a good point. Yeah. Even matches your car. Hilarious. Well, there's the infamous 812 Superfast that's done. How many gumballs?
It's done 6 now. 6 of the 7 that I've done.
You know, maybe it's a sign from somewhere that you always take this car.
Yeah.
And the one year you don't, there's an issue.
Yeah.
We always took the SVJ. The one year we didn't, we took the Revelto.
Yeah.
And we had an issue.
You had an issue with the SVJ too.
Yeah, but it made it to the end. But then again, I would call it fate because this got us a phone call from Lamborghini to come to the factory and open up a bunch of doors for us. So
it's a circle of life.
it's supposed to be. So as it turns out, there's many layers to becoming a #1 customer for Ferrari, but there's huge advantages we haven't talked about yet. When you get the cars for MSRP, well, here's the good news. They're worth much, much, much more. Now the challenge is, as I mentioned, if you liquidate all the cars, you're basically out of the club. However, if you get to a point where you've experienced the cars and you've got your money invested, a lot of these cars are like 2-to-1, 3-to-1 value when you go to sell them. So it actually makes really good business sense. And that's what the wealthy do. They don't buy things that depreciate. They buy things that appreciate or earn passive income. So when Jordan buys this car for $3 million, he really didn't spend any money. He parked the money. He could sell this car for 10 million plus, which I'm no investor, but that seems like pretty good ROI.
They don't teach you.
What is all this?
Those are,
Speaking of swingers parties.
you know, so the problem is here, so these are, the modern Ferrari keys all look like this. Now you tell me with 50-year-old eyes, if you can tell me which car is for which from 5 feet away.
No, you can't. Because
It's all
all
you-
has the little engraving SF90, Pure Sangue, 296 GTS, SF90, Roma Spider.
You know.
These are obviously are color coded to the car, so
Yeah,
it's
those ones
easier.
are matching the car. That's a Daytona.
It's like, what's for sale right now? If I want to buy a car today, what's for sale?
Well, I mean, you made the point earlier that everything is.
for the right dollar
And the
amount.
thing is, but even that I'd work it through Ferrari. For example, if I sold that car for $100 million, I'd go do a deal with Ferrari, trade it through them.
They get their taste, so they're happy.
They'd get their 10, 15 grand, or they get control of the car because they'll onboard you.
Oh.
And that's what you'd be buying. The reason that's what you get out of that.
Now I'm in the club because I bought it through them.
Yes.
So Joe on Facebook.
It's better, yeah.
Ah, okay, I'm understanding this now. This is
Yeah.
actually opening up. There's a lot of things in this video I didn't realize that I've learned. I hope you guys have as well.
It's like any other business relationship.
Now, that works as long as people want the cars. And
But that was Enzo Ferrari's famous quote. The second we have more supply than demand of these cars, we're done. Which is why they always limit the special ones. There's
it.
always more demand than supply.
right.
You know, and what also that creates is I create a car that they know and I know I'm buying this half price.
Yeah.
I paid $3 million, I could sell it for 6. I mean, I wouldn't, but if I needed $6 million, this is no problem. No problem.
I knew 5.
No, sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad.
Better
That's why I don't have
You
this
better
car.
go into paper route or something. I've got a sound meter. Which do you think will be the loudest?
The 812 Superfast.
Do you think?
Over the Daytona?
Yeah.
We got an exhaust on this one.
Well, I'm not saying, but do you know?
Well, let's find out.
That's fine. I've got a thing.
Radio Shack, man. Those are the good old days.
You know why I bought this? From back when I was doing raves in the 90s.
Oh, really?
Because the police would come say I was over the sound, and then we'd go outside. I'd say, oh, are we really?
Well, don't take that to TSA when they do the little swipe thing on it. You're not getting on the airplane.
Oh, just what around here could you swipe?
Okay, so we'll do the Daytona first. Factory
You want to
exhaust.
set a meter back is the rule.
This is what the cops do, right?
Yeah, you want to reset that.
100. All right.
Okay, so now we got
Novatech 812
hit
Superfast.
reset again.
I hit reset. Yep.
Okay, you ready?
98 on the cold start.
There you go, right? What 6 gumballs does to a car.
Oh, no PPF.
No PPF on this car. It's still too cold to the full rev.
Well, that was 106.
Yeah, there you go. So that's the story. That's the CSF90, because that's your V6,
Right.
also with a Novatech.
Dude, that was louder than everything else so far.
What's
They
that?
had 106. I think we know enough now to know that
Either way,
Ferraris sound really good.
It's fun to
especially
start Ferraris.
that car. I think I need one, man.
You should get one. I mean, that's straight out of the box too, right?
Yeah. Well, I can't pronounce it, but this is the 812
Competizione Aperta.
Competizione Aperta.
Yeah.
Look at that here in the back bumper, the detail.
Help me with this.
The carbon wheels, obviously the carbon here on the front hood, the carbon here, the painted shield. I don't want to say it in front of Jordan. I have a company. In China, that would make a full comp kit for a base 812. So if I get an 812, I could get, not this is obviously an Aperta, but I could get this kit and then add a few little special touches to it, which would be really sick. And 812s have come down in price.
Take the roof down, Dave.
Okay.
You open both doors have to be open. So the little hook there, release that hook. So what you do for each corner, starting at the front or the back, you want to go opposite. So Steph should start at the back corner. You lean on it and you pull the mounting post back. Lift. Right there, we take that off. See, then you do that.
Oh, you got a cowboy hat in there.
And then you do a 180.
That's Jordan's for sure.
And then you put this in here and it slides in. So you put it flat and it slides in and locks down. So that's, I mean, they got carbon fiber underneath.
There's carbon underneath it. That's a crazy spec.
And it's got this, there's the spec sheet for that one.
Dude, they had to make it so small because there's so much. By the way, these are also Jordans.
Those actually are mine.
It's been really cool learning about the secrets of Ferrari. I'm gonna get a ride now to SR Auto Group to pick up a car that I've been building secretly that you guys may have forgotten about. Oh, I love this thing. This is all stock.
Yeah. Nice.
Chabella, I'm driving, excuse me, I'm driving. Why are they so mad at you? Oh right, we're in British Columbia.
Change lanes again in front of them.
Let's do it again. If we recognize these streets, when I first got my R8 given to me, we did my first drive right here, down this road. I appreciate your time today,
Anytime,
hanging
bud.
out, and
Good to see
unveiling the truth to the audience and how you get into this exclusive Ferrari club. And one day, in one video, we'll explain to you guys how Jordan made his money.
Yeah, it's a big mystery.
But not today. Oh my God. Speaking of Ferraris, the 458.
Yep.
Hi Raymond, how are you?
I'm great. Welcome back.
Is this designer?
Probably.
Is it Montclair?
No, I wouldn't wear Montclair. Come on.
What is it? It's more expensive.
Stop it.
How is the market on the 458 these
Very
days?
good. 458s are doing really great, especially in Canada. I think US too, but everyone I get sells right away. Some of these special, I call them the older gentleman colors.
Special is gray.
Special as in gentleman colors, not red.
Not red. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Interior is a tannish color with base seats.
It's super clean. Here's where I'm at. I do want to get a Ferrari. So the 599s are both for sale.
Yep.
One's being sold as a car that you can drive. The other one's being sold as a car that you can do as a project.
Yep.
So blue car you can buy to August right now. The other gold car, I'm gonna list it on Facebook Marketplace
You have to.
for like 100 grand. If you bought that car and did it slowly, you could probably rebuild it for 25, 30 grand.
Guys, that car, I looked through it. There's actually nothing wrong with it. It's just there's a few parts missing that are readily available. I just didn't personally have time to do it, or else I would have kept it. It's already a manual conversion, nice
Yeah.
599.
So with that, I want to do a Ferrari project for the channel, and I'm at basically a 458 or a 812 Superfast.
So that's two different cars.
Two different animals. It's a
Yeah.
V12. I'm getting a V12 for it. But the 458 is just such a great sounding car.
Yeah.
And they're not crazy fast. You can enjoy it without going to prison. I like this 458. I actually found Damon's car. It's in North Carolina. I talked to the owner a bunch of times, and I made a cash offer on it. He declined it. I'll share more details later. I actually might go out there and look at it still, but it's rough.
Bringing it back would be fun. Just
Well, because we were gonna do the tire slayer, but then we ended up buying the new one for Keller based on your guys' votes. With Damon's car, is like, is there a point to buying it back? If it was cheap enough, I would do it. So my offer was like $50,000
okay. Well, that's a little bit.
because it needs a motor.
Oh, all right.
Maybe. So that's where the owner and I are like, I think it might be okay. They do have transmission problems. That's a known issue with the 458. So that's not the end of the world, but the motor is real money. Like a 458 motor is $50,000.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm here is actually Ray has a surprise for me.
Yes, your car that you left here that has been sitting here taking up my parking spot for multiple
A long time.
weeks. Or has it been a month? Yeah, it's been.
Oh, way more than a month. Let's
Yeah.
walk in there.
Finally got the parts. We did the build that you wanted
Yes.
within the budget.
The budget is there's no money. So this is my actual personal vehicle. Like my name is on the registration. This is not a DDE car, even though it's on the channel right now, but this is like my ultimate daily driver, and oh my God.
There it is. Now, let me tell you, because it was a budget, we didn't even have a budget to wash it. Last minute, you're picking it up, you're gonna find all the flaws in it that I left in there on purpose, and then you're gonna bring it back and and I'll fix everything.
I'm gonna go to the island to see my kids this weekend, so I'm taking this with me. Then on Monday, if I'm back to LA, so this car is gonna get dropped back off to fine tune things. I'm super happy. Ray's really detail orientated, but like basically if this car you're about to see in a minute was a real version of it, how much would it cost?
Probably 150 grand Canadian to just go buy this car with this kind of mileage, this kind of what's it called? Yeah.
And we did this for less than a third, car included.
Yeah.
Full conversion. Now obviously Ray hooked me up. I got some board wheels on there, his personal collection for like 10 years on there.
So I had a bunch of stuff that, you know what, I wanted it for my next S-Class, but well, I'll get you back, don't worry.
I know he will.
Okay.
You guys want to see this thing? All right, here we go. Ready for it? Bam. That is the same old man S-Class I bought. And so what did you do?
Because we had a budget. I don't usually do this. I usually go with OEM parts and what have you. So because I'm very picky when it comes to fit and finish. In this case, we went to the PRC, People's Republic of China. We went to Alibaba, even though I absolutely am against replica parts, but it didn't turn out bad. It all works. We bought the whole kit for this car. I think it was under 4 grand US. So basically 5 grand, we got the whole front end, the whole back end, lights, tail lights, grille, bumpers. I don't know if you noticed the sides are different.
Oh yeah.
So there used to be a chrome strip up here on the 550. We had to rip that off. Now if you look at it very closely, you're not gonna like it. I'll be honest with you. It stresses me out every time I walk by it, whatever, but when you actually look at how good it looks complete, it's worth every penny, in my opinion.
For the audience wondering, if you went to Mercedes and bought all OE parts to do what we did, what would that bill be?
Stupid. We'd be probably 30, 35 grand in parts. I'm just ballpark.
I'm good with this.
Yeah, like just the headlights are probably 4 grand each, right? Like,
so these are fake headlights.
Really, still, everything works. These are the factory taillights, but the bumper's different, the tips are different.
It really makes this car look a lot more modern. This is a 2017. This is the last year of the pre-facelift. Now it looks like the final version of the WG22, which in fact is my favorite S-Class. I don't love the 223 personally.
Yeah, I've driven it a couple times. It's a nice car, it's whatever, but I think a S63, S65 of this generation is the way to go, in my opinion.
And they're a bargain. Compared to new, they're like a half price.
For 80, 90 grand, you are getting absolutely no other luxury car that is like this.
No. Well, it looks really good. And then tell me about the wheels.
Okay, so the wheels have been in my collection for almost 12 years. So I have this thing for Japanese wheels on every car. So let it be Volk Racing T37s, walled wheels, anything that's made in Japan. On a European car, on a what's, it's just what I like. So Wald used to make these wheels, I don't even know the model number, but I took them off a car that I had a long time ago, and I said, hey, one day I'm gonna put them on my final car, right? And then we opened Pure, and I wanted to put our own brand on it, and so on and so forth, so I never really used it. So when this car came along, and I remembered when you borrowed my blue S65, and we had these style wheels on it, and how big of a following you had. You know that one picture you took where you said some uncles are better than others?
Yeah, I'll post it right here for you guys.
And those wheels, when I saw you leaning against it, well, technically this car looks almost identical to that blue car, right? So when I saw that, I'm like, you know what, F it, let's give him these wheels. Like I said, this was as budget as we could.
I love it.
Anything I had, personally, I just used it on this car.
The reason why I opted not to go spend a bunch of money is 2 things. That's dumb for the fact that I never drive it. And more importantly, I never drive it. I'm away so much when I'm home. My wife and I have a Range Rover we drive around. Like, it's just because I always wanted this. So this is just like a trophy of a car I've always wanted. But I knew myself, if I had spent over 100 grand, it would stress me out, I'd get rid of it. I'm like, this is dumb.
Sell it right
Why do I have $100,000 that's stupid? Whereas this is a low enough amount for the car and the build where I'm like, I'll just own this and just own it for forever.
Just leave it alone.
Just leave it alone. It's a great car. I mean, it has a chauffeur package, so it's got a great spec. Like, look at this back here. Like, come on. Imagine being my daughter's 15 and 8 getting picked up in this thing, and this really get to go in the back seat, recline. Even got the screens, which you never see. Granted, you never use them because they're...
Nobody ever uses those back screens. They're absolutely the worst. It's almost better not to have them because there's more space there, but if you don't have them, then you're a pleb.
You're a loser. Yeah. Nobody loves you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you again soon.
Send you a bill.
Why don't you come to Texas next week?
I was thinking of going to LA next week.
Well, guess what, you guys? We're going to be in LA and Texas, and we're hosting an event you guys can come to, so stay tuned for those details.
All right, you're not getting into a helicopter though, are you?
No.
Don't do that.
Nope. Nope. All right, you guys ready for a little luxury with Dave_DDE? Oh my God.
There it is. No message lights, which is a shock to me.
Oh, I need a service. Did you guys do a service on it? I said that A2.
When you bring it back. When you bring it back, we'll do it.
Oh my god. That's Jordan.
Here.